welcome to Sports Time on the Couch with Grandma Cash.
Hi, Jackson.
Hi.
And hi, Alden. Jackson, I'm just so happy to know that you is a sports person. And I see that you take a lot of time in trying to find interesting things to do, and especially since this virus going on, you always trying to find something important to do. So I heard about the great time that you had watching sport. So what was so good about it?
Well, LeBron James this year, he's been on fire. He led the league in scoring. Well, of course, that's what I think. And I think he's one of the second greatest players of all time, not number one. And yeah, and he's a very dominant player. We all see, and frequently compared to Michael Jordan, the great one. And I, you know, you know how it goes. And Stephen A. is having a fit about Michael Jordan and LeBron James comparing who's the GOAT. Yep, and everything. But I will not answer that question. But still.
Yeah, Jackson, I see that you gave me this necklace.
Mm-hmm.
And what do this mean to
This
me?
is to you. That's LeBron James basketball. That's the trophy. That's the actual trophy of the the NBA Finals trophy. Yeah, that's the trophy. Then I have his number 23, the king. And then you see the little crown. And yeah.
And I know, Arden, you wonder why we talking about sports. But this is the time of the virus why our young people just don't understand why they being rejected and why so much going on in the world. And we need to encourage our young people to more positive things. You know, we know everybody's saying people dying, but they ain't talking about those that living. And we want our young people through this to know that life move on, even though we in our darkest place, yet we in our lightest place. So, Mr. Jackson, do you have anything to say about any kind of sports?
Well, I have a question to ask you. What do you feel about people saying stuff about Kobe Bryant of his death? You know how like he died in the helicopter. Many people have been sad. Millions of people have been grieving about that. What do you think about that?
Well, you know, everybody love him, so we don't grieve. And I'm learning the years that I've been here. We always don't come to a conclusion about what happened. But the only person really know what happened is God. But we just give a shout out to his wife for being strong and his children, and we just hope that if we have to face a challenge like this, one thing we know that somebody made it through, cause I ain't heard now time that she gave up, and I feel like she a very brave woman, because I'm 69 and I don't know could I face things like that. So everybody have their conclusion about it, Jackson. So we just got to listen at it and let it ride.
So, also, may I ask you this question? What do you feel about the sports league encouraging young voters and voters, period, to vote, to go vote?
Well, you know what? We know that we have the right to vote now. But it's voting is just like life. It's everybody's decision to vote. They have their own opinion, but yet they say vote. So we wear our sign and we tell people to vote. But it's some that not don't vote. But we still know that hey, it ain't gonna be but one president regardless of who don't vote. So we don't let God take charge of that and not us.
Well, may I ask you this question? What do you feel about Let me see. Oh, what do you feel about that fly being on Mike Pence's head at the debate? Do you think it's taking? Do you think it's distracting the people from the debate because everybody's stuck on that fly that was on his head, but they're not stuck on the debate? So what do you feel about that?
But you know what I'm saying? life is a mystery, Jackson. We don't know why they fly on this head. We don't know why people going through all that debate. But we know that people still don't come to their conclusion about how they feel like life should be. And they don't listen at how others seem like be. But we got to do it right in our heart because we are citizens. And we got to make sure that in our heart we all are doing the right thing. Because when we lay down, we don't never know when life over. So every man have his own decision to make.
Oh, okay. Well, what do you feel about LeBron James being compared? What do you just think? What do you just think? You think everybody's equal and basketball is no greater?
But
Or-
Jackson, you know I love basketball because you love it. And I just hope that you have the beautiful eyes that you can see who is the best. And that's who we always want to be on that side, the one that's the best. It don't make no difference who people say they is or who people try to make them is. But in their eyes, long as they the best, long as they a champ, can't nobody take their championship less than they give people the right to take it.
Well, you heard it. Grandma Cash. Well, this is my last question for the show of Sports on the Couch with Grandma Cash. May I ask you this question? What do you think about the first woman to win a championship as head of the Lakers? Do you think is empowering, or what do you just think about that?
I think greatness is in everybody, whether it's in a child, whether it's in a woman, whether in a man. It's greatness in all of us. And sometimes we have the right people that around us to bring all that greatness out. So to me, I give her a clap that she was around great people that love her enough to let her know that it was greatness in her and she can be anything that she wants to be. And that's why I talk to you, Jackson, your sister Jackson, because the greatness on the inside of us. And if we let somebody come and steal our greatness, and our greatness, our happiness, our greatness, our peace, our joy, and that's what tears down. No one can tear us down, but if we let them steal our mental being as being happy and being feeling love, then that's the challenge we got to worry about. Because life is just like a boxing ring. Somebody don't get knocked down, but it's somebody always gonna win. And that's all I have to say as a grandmother.
Well, you heard it. The host, the co-host, and well, you heard it. That's it we have for you at Sports on the Couch with Grandma Cash. Make sure you give a shout out to our merchandise. As you can see, Grandma Cash's necklace. Shout out. We're gonna have a merchandise in a few years, and that's pilot number 1, episode number 1 for Sports on the Couch with Grandma Cash.
And we thank you for having the patience and time just to hear. We just only trying to make life a little easier. That we know that every day is a great day.
And we'll be having more coming for you. This is Sports Live with Grandma Cash, co-host.